Well, in Syria, violence is getting worse nearly a year after it first flared up, with government troops doing all they can to crush the armed insurgency. Both sides accuse each other of committing atrocities. But the facts are hard to confirm due to heavy restrictions on foreign media activity. But RT correspondent Marina Finoshina has the latest from the conflict-torn country.
Damascus. One day, two funerals. The men in both coffins were killed, falling victim to the ongoing crisis in Syria, but at the hands of different sides. Sheikh Ahmad Sadek, 37, reportedly received 5 bullets to his chest and his head. He's become the first religious leader slain in the capital for pro-Assad pronouncements. Those who knew him say the Imam had tried to stay in the middle in the present crisis, but couldn't help condemning the armed anti-government forces that he blamed for bloodshed in his country.
I would like to go back a few months ago. We then heard people talking with words like freedom and peaceful. Where is freedom if they simply kill all those against them? Is this the freedom they wanted?
A brutal irony that Sheikh Sadek himself was gunned down by those whose violence he'd put himself against.
He was killed because he was calling for reform and the end of clashes. Those who did it, they only want chaos and more death.
This is the message to all Islamic leaders. The word of truth may cost your life. Either you try to defend your country or stop the violence or stop bloodshed. You are not safe if you are saying the truth. Many people pay the price for truth. He was one of them.
Martyr for some, a traitor for others. An internet page of the opposition news network, Sham, gives a chilling picture of the hatreds driving conflict in Syria.
He was killed and his soul was sent to hell. This is what he deserves.
There is now armed people. There is now people believe violence as a tool to change the political situation in Syria.
Dead people don't have political positions, they are not supporting any side. But in a situation of a deep crisis here in Syria, even funerals may turn to a demonstration or a protest.
That's exactly what happened at this funeral procession. Those who gathered to pay tribute to Ahmed Shabal, shot dead during an anti-government protest, have not only brought flowers and grief, but also political slogans and demands.
We're afraid for our children and people and brothers and sisters.
Assad is killing us. Security forces were firing at the mosque, but people inside didn't do anything wrong.
Witnesses say the bullet caught the young boy at the threshold of the mosque and his body fell inside.
We have in Islam full respect with holy mosques, and we believe we have to avoid any kind of violence in mosques. But unfortunately, with this kind of crimes, with this kind of tragedy situation, there is no holiness for any.
Dr. Al-Habash from the Islamic Studies Center says there is a frightening symmetry.
Both believe were working as reaction. The government said that, and the opposition said the same.
But with violence causing even more violence, Syria seems to find itself in a vicious circle, with little hope of finding a way out. Marina Finoshina, RT, Damascus, Syria.